My sister and I do not talk on the phone often, and even when we do, it's not for long. Of course, our perspectives differ, and she might feel differently about this, but I do think we have a perfectly normal and ideal relationship. Emotions and thoughts are meant to be processed by the one having them, not their intrusive sister who has boundary issues. The evening was dark blue and breathing, which baffled and amazed me at the same time, because just 2 hours ago, I was frantically searching for ice to drink, eat, hold, anything. Now it felt like a different city. The fresh, dry air made me walk slower, as though I was in a competition to see what would take longer to reach my car, me or the dry leaf from my dad's unhealthy noni tree, drifting in an uncertain, almost thoughtful pattern. I took deep breaths and smiled wildly before anyone saw and assumed I had lost my mind. Unfortunately, I lost the competition as I ended up entering my car before the leaf figured out its path. I don't have to wear a seatbelt, I thought. The road was empty and I was going to drive very slowly. I had just settled into that thought when the call came in. She didn't say it, but I sensed that she was very surprised by my calmness. It was apparent in the way she smiled and paused every 5 seconds. She wanted to ask me what was wrong, or in this case, what was right. She wanted to understand the reason for my good mood. She wanted to sit in it with me. But all she said was, "How are you?" I wanted to be consistent with my usual nature towards her, but the gentle breeze blowing through my window, which had now turned forceful thanks to the speed of my car, made my voice unusually excited and high pitched. I told her that I was fine. I heard her smile from the other side of the phone. I don't know how to reconcile this because my sister is a very emotional yet unempathetic person. She isn't caring or loving like other sisters, but she has a way of feeling, sensing, and communicating emotions intensely. She's the kind of person that animals and babies like, yet she dislikes both animals and babies. I wanted to ask you something. Maybe when you get home. This is one of the many ways my sister and I are different. She likes to set aside a large chunk of time for things that might take a while I just prefer to start, leave off somewhere, and continue some other time. The real reason I wanted to have this talk now, though, was because of my current tempo and energy. I might lose this interest by the time I get home. So I said, "It's okay, I'm wearing my AirPods so I can talk." I am sure she heard me. Don't ask me how, but I know. So it made no sense that she waited for me to break the silence with a "hello" before she finally re acknowledged her presence. And then she said the one thing that made everything make sense. "I want you to tell me about him." This was a real story. Every story I tell here is. If you're living a story of your own, I turn real stories into episodes like this one. The link is below. And if you're not ready to leave yet, there's another story waiting.